On the North Essex coast, 2 miles from Clacton-on-Sea, lies Jaywick. Built in the 1920s, this once thriving seaside resort gave East Londoners the chance to buy a plot of land and build their own holiday chalet. But 90 years on, Jaywick has changed beyond recognition. It's still a seaside community, only now nearly half of its 5,000 residents live on benefits. Over 5 times the national average.
I'll eat 1 meal a day because I want to save money and move out of here.
Its run-down houses are the closest thing this country has to a shanty town. And since 2011, according to official statistics, Jaywick has been identified as the most deprived place in England.
It's a rough hole, really. It's never going to change, this place. It's never going to change.
With high rates of unemployment, crime and ill health, the average weekly income is £360.
You need work. These people have got no work to do.
It's totally forgotten. The only time we're mentioned is when they want to tell everybody that we're the most destitute place in the world. Don't come here.
Few would choose to live here, but many of those who do love it and feel it's a real community.
You could be anywhere in the world right now. Life is what you make it.
People who don't know Jaywick must think that we are the lowest of the lot, and we're not. We're definitely not.
And despite its isolation and deteriorating housing, people here care about each other.
Jaywick is a village, and we do stick together.
Cheers.
We love you, Jaywick. We are the Jaywick people. We're quite happy as we are.
In today's programme, violence strikes after dark.
There's a machete maniac running around. Crazy.
I honestly did not think that she was going to make it.
Quitting the booze after 45 years.
A little bit more, look.
This is what my life has been like. Spiral, whoa.
And residents take matters into their own hands.
What am I doing with your knickers?
I will do anything for this community.
Lights on!
Jaywick is a town at the end of the line, with only one way in and one way out. Although it's only 60 miles from London, its streets boast some of the cheapest property prices in the UK. Run down and neglected, this seaside community has become a last resort for those on low incomes.
Everybody's here for a reason. They've found that this is the most economical place to live, where they can make the best of the benefits or the income that they have. Somewhere that their money will go furthest.
Janie, crunch these up for me, please. Janie!
Excuse me, breakfast.
Crunch them up, then.
Crunch it up.
Jaywick's cheap housing makes life bearable for 34-year-old Lisa, her partner Dave, and their 5 boys.
Hey!
Try getting them out of bed for about half hour in the morning because they're too lazy.
Sometimes I'll threaten with water to get him out of bed, you know.
Come on.
Lisa moved to Jaywick when she was 19, and Dave when he was 28.
Get all the Jaffa cakes. Look, 2 boxes of them.
Yeah, all them traffic cakes.
2.
Jake's asleep, remember?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he's just woken up.
Their first son Lee was born in 2002, followed in quick succession by the rest of their boys.
Hey, sleepyhead. I enjoy being a mum because they're mine. No one else's.
Babe.
It's time in the morning, I'm not even properly awake yet.
Babe, I've gone to the outside for fat.
OK, yeah, no worries.
Neither Lisa or Dave learned to read. They're determined nothing will hold their children back in life. For them, family means everything.
It's the joy of life, isn't it? Being a dad. I love it. Try and bring them up the best way you can. Most of my family has been passed away. I've lost a brother.
got 2 brothers left, and I've only got 3 sisters left. Bring tears to your eyes sometimes. It does. It does. Because you're losing your family. Lisa lost her mum. And we're just basically getting on with it.
With a countrywide housing crisis, there's no shortage of takers for Jaywick's cheap homes. Many landlords don't demand a deposit, and £500 a month can get you a whole detached bungalow instead of a 1-bedroom flat in nearby Colchester.
All this area here used to be chalets, and people lived in them, which they shouldn't have been. You've still got some of the chalets up along here.
The resort's latest newcomers, 19-year-old Naomi and 21-year-old Stuart. Their tour guide today is Naomi's uncle Nick, who's been living in Jaywick for nearly a year.
They can be made livable. This was holiday chalets, and they've ripped them down and that, but they could do more to this place.
Most of the chalets, right up until the 1980s, didn't have any mains water or sewers. But it still didn't put people off coming.
To live here, it's actually quite nice. The people are nice. Yes, there is some tow rags, don't get me wrong, but
There is in every city.
there isn't everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's always someone that's a tow rag. You be yourself around here and people will talk to you. This is a community. It's just a shame it's been left to rot.
It's not as bad as what people say it is.
It doesn't look as bad as people say it is.
It's not. It's not.
What do you do around here?
Best man, quads, motorbikes. Try not to get in too much trouble. Sheila.
When you come here, you're like, oh, okay. And then you meet all the people and you're like, well, that was a bit of a shock because the people don't reflect what the buildings are like.
Compared to what I've come from,
It's a palace.
yeah, this place is a palace.
Uncle Nick's beachfront bungalow is a sanctuary for the young homeless Southampton couple.
Babe, we need more milk.
After a run-in with her mum, Naomi had been living on the streets with Stuart for 3 months.
We were homeless
basically-
and sleeping in a bin shed
Yeah.
and bike sheds.
We struggled a lot. The friends we had helped us to a point they couldn't. And then, obviously, we got left with no choice.
Living on the street has left its mark.
I slept on the actual high street of Southampton and car parks, and we've been our fair share of in the snow and in the cold, do you know what I mean? We managed, but that was the problem. We only just managed.
It got to the point where I couldn't stay there no more. I physically couldn't. I just couldn't hack it anymore. And then my uncle got hold of us and asked us where we were sleeping. And I told him, and the first thing he said was, right, get on a coach and come up here.
And I was like, well, I've never even met the guy and he's offering to put a roof over my head and that. And like, she's the love of my life, do you know what I mean? I love her more than anything. She's safe. I know she's safe.
Coming up,
It's something I've wanted to do for ages in Jaywick.
stopping the rot
I've never been sober since I was about 15.
and a shock attack.
There's a police car there. There's a police car there. That's obviously where he slashed her up. Crazy.
I honestly did not think that she was going to make it.
The estimated cost to society of alcohol harm is £21 billion a year, with 9 million adults drinking to levels that pose a risk to their health. In Jaywick, alcoholism is common, often starting when people are at a low ebb.
£3.79, thank you.
And one of the cheapest ways to get drunk is on 7.5% cider.
That stuff flies out. It's called Jaywick champagne. It's not actually called that, but everybody calls it that. It does the job.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Along the seafront in Brooklands, regular Jaywick champagne drinker and confirmed alcoholic is Disco Dave.
No, don't call me Disco for nothing.
I got it!
Life has been one long party for Disco for the last 45 years.
I've never been sober since I was about 15.
He don't care, mate.
Now completely alcohol dependent, Disco drinks continually from when he wakes up in the morning.
Nice and cold as usual, boss. Thank you.
Spending nearly £70 a week on booze and another £70 on cigs and baccy, Disco's been known to drink as many as 33 cans in a day.
It can spiral. Whoa, how big's that lamppost? How big's the Eiffel Tower? If you pump it full of disco happiness and he's on the flavour.
Alcohol dependency is medically recognised as an illness, and Disco has been signed off work. He's currently on employment support allowance, getting £180 every fortnight. But most of his money ends up going on drink.
It's a long habit. It's a dependence, physical one. He's got to a stage where he needs to drink to actually prevent him from feeling ill.
This is what my life has been like. Spiral, whoa, whoa. That's a spiral. Wait. Nice bit of beer for the night.
Originally from London's East End, Disco has burgled houses, committed armed robberies, and stripped copper pipes from derelict properties, all to fund his drinking.
Silly chop, silly chop. Look after your house while I'm gone, yeah? Don't let no burglars come in, apart from me. Police knew me at the age of 8. I went to ball stalls. I was 16 the first time I got locked up, proper. Still a silly boy, really.
It's a criminal record that Disco is anything but proud of.
In and out of jail until 8 months ago, when I decided, I don't know. It's not all junk mail. Keeps the flies away.
Now approaching 60, separated from his wife, but with 2 grown-up daughters and a granddaughter, Disco has decided to give up the booze.
Fuck it. I just want to see what life's like on the other side of the clouds.
He's made up his mind to go into detox.
The day I come out, the day I go in, no. Actually, I'm not sure how many there was. The day I go in detox, that is it. I should have done this years ago, when I was 20, 30 maybe. Maybe 40 would be late. Fucking 60, God.
But because Disco's been drinking for so long and is so dependent, he can't just quit.
Got to hide me beer because you're not allowed to drink on the bus. They kick you off.
He's currently attending sessions with a drug and alcohol support charity in Colchester, trying to cut back on how much he drinks.
This is the first time I've done it for myself, as opposed to being told to do it by either my wife or probation or the courts. This is the only time I'll get on well with my daughters and my granddaughter, and I want to keep it that way, and I think it'd be better.
Seeing more of his 4.5-year-old granddaughter, Harley, has only made Disco more determined to quit.
I miss so much of her life. I never see her until she was 7 months old, because I was already doing the prison sentence. And that breaks me up. No, it's time to do it. I'm sick of it.
Give me it. You hold that, bottle to bottle.
You got some bottle.
Helping him reduce his intake is his Brooklands neighbour, Boo.
It's only a little bit more. Look, no. All right. Have a go at me again.
Fuck off.
Boo was also an alcoholic. She started drinking heavily in 2004, but successfully gave up the booze 4 years ago.
You're doing it for yourself. You've got to change that cycle.
I'm not going to be Disco Dave anymore if I don't drink.
Bollocks.
I might lose my sense of humour. I'm scared of that.
If you weren't on the same level as me, do you think I would have banged about with you? Would I? I was a speed freak, right? Give up the speed, went on to alcohol, used to sit along that seafront with a bottle of vodka at 6 o'clock in the morning.
You didn't go into detox, did you?
No.
How did you...
How did I get off?
Yeah, just stop it like that. See, I've been told not
See,
to.
I just went, enough's enough.
Yeah, I know, you can say that in your head.
Yeah, but I
they've
did.
been told
No,
I've been a
I
heavy
did.
drinker for 45
But
years.
since I said
Fucking
that
willpower,
thing,
that is.
and I just went boom.
The nearer
Like
I'm getting
eating
to this
weed.
detox, the more scared I'm getting,
No,
the less
never be
confident I'm
scared.
getting.
Never be scared, dude.
It's fucking, no.
Let's go. You work it out.
Otherwise I fail.
And
Then I've got to start all again, round that cycle
Right.
again.
Yeah.
I've still got a puff though.
No, yeah.
I said one thing at a time.
Bang in the middle of Jaywick, Lisa, Dave and the 5 kids avoid wasting bus fare money by shopping locally.
Mummy, can I get free?
They get by on Lisa's income support and child benefit, spending £75 a week on food and bills.
I go around and look for the bargains, buy one, get one free. That's how I do my shopping.
She's good at balancing life on benefits with bringing her kids up properly.
Sweet now.
Yay! One.
So it's including you and all. 1 sweet.
Mum, why couldn't the elders get 2?
No, I said 1 to all of you, yeah? We had this conversation before we come out, didn't we?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
You never do anyway.
I
It's what strange thing freezing. You and that pound, those £10 I've got. Go treat something.
Pound. Lucky me.
If they want anything, they can have it. If I got the money, if I ain't, I'll say tough, you can't have the money because Mummy ain't got no money.
Yes, hello. I found your job application online and I'm phoning up to apply for it.
Along the seafront in Brooklands, Naomi and Stuart are hoping to make their move to Jaywick permanent.
Because I'm very interested in care work. A good people person, someone that to make other people happy.
Naomi's keen to earn some money as a care assistant.
I want to be out there working. I don't want to be stuck indoors all day.
You never know. Your luck might change.
What'd they say?
I got an interview on Thursday at 1 o'clock at Colchester Business Park.
That's the start. That is the start.
And every other week is 10 hours. And then the weeks that it ain't 10 hours, it's 5 hours.
That's less than 16 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. So I can still work and still be on the dole, but I don't want to be on the dole.
Jaywick has a high number of unemployed young people, more than 3 times the national average.
Just be yourself, be honest. Show them that you're keen, you want to learn.
I love looking after old people. It's just something that I enjoy, helping them do their daily jobs, like go out shopping and just go for walks along the beach with them and stuff like that. The money doesn't bother me. As long as I've got enough money to live on, I'm fine. I'm actually quite proud of myself. I've been here, a week tomorrow, and I've already got an interview, which has made me quite good.
Brooklands, for all its Badlands reputation, has its fair share of good Samaritans. And the one thing Boo loves doing is cooking for people.
Look, Jake. Look how many. How many can we cook for? Yeah, you can get some new dinner bowls, can you, Jake?
Her dream is to open a soup kitchen in Jaywick, because the closest one is 2 miles away in Clacton.
I would do anything for this community. Some of them around here ain't even got a cooker in their house. Or they can't afford the electric. It's something I've wanted to do for ages in Jaywick. You're going to be the guard dog at night. If I can make someone smile for half hour and make their day for 5 minutes, that's me. I've made someone else happy.
Another of Jaywick's champions is 76-year-old local councillor Dan Casey.
Where Jaywick is concerned, I stand up for Jaywick. That's all I can do. I can only stand up for these people, see what we can actually do to help.
Dan's commitment is partly shaped by his own tough start in life.
I was brought up in institutions because my mother died of TB just before the war. I had two sisters and who both went into different homes to me, so we were all separated, but that was the way the world was then. It never stopped me in life, because as far as I'm concerned, I just got on with life.
Dan's latest cause, making sure Jaywick's streets stay safe at night. To save money, Essex Council has been switching the lights off from midnight. Last November, in Jaywick village, there was a horrific attack outside Midge and Brian Whitcomb's house. Dan's concerned lack of light is risking lives.
It was 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I came out because the dog alerted us.
Yeah.
And by the time I came out, all the lights had gone out. Once them lights go out,
yeah,
you can't see this
That's
right
black,
now.
isn't it?
You can imagine how dark it is.
Midge spotted a shape in the blackness.
It was like a pile of rags, and I heard a moan, and when I looked, there was just a slight movement.
Yeah.
That's when I went over to see what it was, and obviously the lady was very badly injured. And I won't go into detail because it would be too upsetting.
Very brave to go out, to be perfectly honest.
A woman in her 40s had been attacked by her boyfriend with a meat cleaver.
I woke Brian up, phoned for the police and the ambulance.
Police and the paramedic were like this, with a torch, policeman with a torch.
Yeah.
The paramedics.
I honestly did not think that she was going to make it.
Brian switched on their house security lights to help the paramedics.
So the only light was from your house?
Yeah. Two sensor lights.
Were the police trying to get the lights on?
There was a police constable saying, I want these lights on now, and they still were not on.
And the lights never went on until just before they took her away in the ambulance, and we went indoors, and that was 10 to 2.
It took almost 2 hours to get the lights back on?
Yeah.
The lights have got to come on, haven't they?
Yeah.
For safety.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree with you, yeah. 100%, yeah.
Thanks, in part, to Midge and Brian's efforts, the woman survived. Her boyfriend was jailed for life.
It's all shut off there as well, as you can see. And that is where the tent is, so that's obviously where he slashed her up. Crazy.
Local video blogger Danny Sloggett is also worried about the street lighting.
Take a look. There is no lights after 12 o'clock when they turn the lights out.
Danny posts his films on YouTube as his way of campaigning for change in Jaywick.
I want to show you how we are living in the dark. Shine on to all lights, because we shine bright forever. Every day, every night. We must shine, shine, shine on. That's great. 9,000 views in 28 days. It's taking off.
And someone else who is determined to improve Jaywick is Boo. In Brooklands, she's roped in a few neighbours to clear some derelict land to make an allotment.
I just want things to get up and running in this neighbourhood. Fucking hell, look. I found the sewers. No, don't. I have found the sewers.
It's Boo's way of keeping Disco distracted from alcohol.
Just top it up there for now.
He's taking his first drink later and later each day. But the real test will come if he manages to totally give up.
Boredom would be one of the triggers that would start me back on the drink. So keeping busy doing a bit of decorating or doing this is all something I'm going to be doing.
It's back-breaking work, but Disco's keeping at it.
I didn't actually realise I was getting old and I was 60. I still feel I'm 35, 40, still play football with the kids and that.
Where's Jack gone? I've lost him. I can't even hear him with that ball.
But it's never too late, is one thing I've learnt. And, all right, I should have done it years ago. I was still being with my lovely wife. But I chose drink over that, and I chose my lifestyle over that. Always chopping and changing to make sure they were all right, my girls and my wife, but I was a wonky donkey. And it's been nice to be nice again.
Coming up, Dynamic Dan
It's your opportunity to say, this is what we want.
Dirty tricks.
Disheartened again.
Happy!
He has to keep me going because otherwise I'll just crack up.
And detox.
Unit.
75 a day, 6, and you're an alcoholic. Fucking hell.
I really want him to stick to it.
Two years ago, the local council came up with a solution to all of Jaywick's problems. Ask the government for £54 million to buy it and bulldoze it. The idea didn't fly, so now they're trying a more positive tack. Today, the council is getting feedback from residents on its plan to build new houses.
What this is about is being a catalyst for investment.
And Dan goes on the offensive.
It's your opportunity to say, this is what we want.
Nice new houses, lovely. What are you going to do with the old sheds that they've moved out of?
If it was easy, somebody would solve it. It's not. And we don't have all the answers.
They sometimes say to me I'm a pessimist. I'm not a pessimist. When the first shovel goes in and I see properties being built, all the roads being done, I should say hallelujah, and I should be absolutely delighted for everybody here in Jaywick.
You can take out your coffee.
But Jaywick does have one thing that really is special.
They'll give me 5.
Renowned for its golden sand, it's one of the driest and sunniest places in the UK. For Lisa, Dave and their 5 kids, it offers a better quality of life.
If we lived in London, you get a small 2-bedroom flat or something. On a tight budget, Jaywick's better. Your council tax is cheaper. Got the beach too, for me it's cost the road. That's why I love living in Jaywick. Line up then. Whoever rings you can have a pound. Ready, steady, go! In the summer, for 5 or 6 weeks, it's every day. If it's cold or hot, and the kids are running up and down like loony bins. They're happy, I'm happy.
The beach is also the perfect escape for Jaywick landlord Barry Schimel. It makes a change from chasing up rents or running repairs.
There we can see nearly all of Brooklands area. Actually, up in the air it looks completely different from where we're on the ground. There is talk that there are more people wanting to move down here, because they've all been to Brooklands and they like the Brooklands area.
Back down at street level, at Boo's house, she's continuing to support Disco's efforts to give up the drink.
I think this is a good discussion thing tonight. Just whoever's going on that, who's going for the detox.
To prove to the detox team he's serious about quitting, Disco must attend 4 compulsory group meetings. Today is his first one.
Right, I'm off.
All right, honey, behave.
I'll see you about 2ish. This is the first of 4. You have to have 4 to show that you're gonna do it and that you mean it, I think. If you miss, especially this first one, that's it, they disqualify you.
8 AM, and Disco still hasn't had a drink.
He was really nervous, but he's gone straight, so he's not going to be drunk yet. So he's just got to see if he's got the bottle to do it when he's sober. I bet he can stay off it for at least 3 months after he's come out of detox, he should be fine. But then it's if he decides to take that 1 drink and he goes, bonk, straight back on it. That's what we've got to do, is make sure he don't get that 1 drink. Oh, did Disco wake you up out of bed too early? All I can do is keep Disco busy of trying to get the allotments up and running. I'm proud of him. If he does it, his kids will be well pleased with him. I really want him to stick to it.
In Jaywick village, landlords Barry and Susie are refurbishing their trashed bungalow. The previous tenants, a family with 2 children, did a runner, leaving over £5,000 of damage. And their troubles haven't ended there. Under cover of darkness, bricks have been hurled through 10 of the 12 windows.
Ah, disheartened again.
Happy!
He has to keep me going because otherwise I'll just crack up. I'm just frightened once we pay out for all the brand new windows, they're going to start smashing them up. We've got a couple of ideas who might be doing it. We can't accuse them, we haven't got proof. The police take it more serious now because it's an ongoing thing.
And Barry's taking no chances.
Start putting the CCTV in. They say if they can get them on camera, house across the road said he might have something on there.
If anyone does do anything, we'll catch them.
A G goes there, a G goes there, and a G goes there.
The new tenants are due to move in within the next few days and have offered to help get the place sorted.
It's getting there. I'm excited apart from the windows. It's not Jaywick, it's everywhere you go now, isn't it? You get the wrong ones wherever you go.
Yeah, yeah. There's Sean.
3 p.m. and Disco is back from his first rehab session, but he's only got one thing on his mind.
That's having a fucking drink, you silly bastard.
Well, I'm going to do the after.
No, you said you was going away.
I am, but I couldn't get past that first.
You will get past it. It's going down the drain.
I'll pull the plug on you in a minute.
Can you hear him, Jack? See what he done? Every time they open a bottle of cider, you've got to go and get the bottle. Yeah? So how'd you get on today? I want to know.
Well, everyone was talking and acting like kids. There was only me and a couple of birds who was being a bit sensible. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm getting out of it.
Well, you can do it. It's like I said.
Ain't no if, innit?
No, you've got.
I can.
You've got to do it.
We've got homework. I even started it already. I've done today's one, my first drink today. 8:30 on the bus.
Yesterday, all you had were 4 cans. Yesterday, wasn't it?
No.
No, I bought you 4.
I did have a couple while I went to Colchester yesterday.
All
I
right,
must have had
6
2 or
cans.
3. Yeah.
Ain't bad.
Look at these. Oh, this is...
On.
We
Fucking
had
old
this
me
form-
to look at it.
We had this form to do. How many units? And mine, a week, come to 525.
Whose are these?
They're mine. I had to add them all up. There's so many. 75 a day. 6 and you're an alcoholic. Fucking hell.
Flipping hell, Disco.
It worked it all out. Look, got all the charts there.
Disgrace to the human race, you are. What are you? A disgrace to the human
Not
race.
to the brewery trade, eh? 525 units a week. What happens if it's a bank holiday?
That ain't nothing to be proud of.
I know, but it's
That's
disgusting.
disgusting. It is. It's bloody disgusting.
Well, I fucking better drink that then. While I've still got 3 weeks left.
Just a few streets away, Jaywick Village is home to 40-year-old Danny Sloggett, who's had his issues with alcohol.
I did have my own problems as I grew up. I used to like to party, you know? So I used to take 50 of my friends from Jaywick all the way to Thetford Forest. I used to sit on my decks and my speakers, and I used to play records for 2 days and 2 nights. Then I used to drive back to Jaywick. And on one of these times I did this, I crashed my car. It was just in my system from the party. And I thought after 6 hours of resting, it had gone out my system. But I was wrong. I couldn't walk for 6 months, and I got banned for 5 years. I've learnt the hard way not to do anything silly, and I'd never put myself in that situation again.
Danny now channels his energies into building his own home. And although he now lives alone, he still sees a lot of his 2 daughters.
My dream is to just capture things as they are and be happy every day. Another road sign is named after a car, Morris Avenue. And we all know about Morris Miners. What a great name for a road. My friend lives down here. Things I film are getting knocked down daily, disappearing. So I like filming things that I don't think will be here in years to come. And this is going to be an allotment, I think.
And in nearly 30 years, he's seen a lot of change.
For the younger people, I think it hasn't got much better because there's not many opportunities. There's not many work placements. There's not many infrastructure. So the people can't really do much, really.
In rundown Brooklands, fighting for England's most deprived town is tough. This morning, Councillor Dan is meeting Boo to discuss her soup kitchen idea.
This is how far I've got at the moment.
How many days a week?
I want to do it like 6.
Yeah, well, okay.
As you can see, I started my petition off already.
Let's have a look.
Everybody's signing it, and I'm going up and down all the avenues.
So you must have 50 or 60 people on this.
I've got exactly 50 people now.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I think it's fantastic. We'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah.
Look after yourself.
No,
God bless.
Darling.
Back by the beach, Naomi and Stu are finding their feet.
Coming from Southampton to here, it was a big difference from a big city to
a little town.
A little town. It was a big difference, and it's made me feel better in myself.
I don't know why people think this area is so bad. It's not. Like, I can't see what's wrong with it. It's on the beach. You've got everything you want. People think what they think, but I can't say a bad word about it.
Right. No, stay there. Take the fork again and do it.
Boo, Disco and Naz are getting on with their allotment. Boo's still trying to keep Disco's mind off the alcohol.
I've got to go and have a cup of coffee. You coming? Take the fork. Where's...
I need my drink there.
Although he's taking his first drink a little later each day, Boo isn't pulling any punches when it comes to the risks Disco's taking with his health.
Do you know why I really give up alcohol?
Because you see what it was doing to people and friends around you.
Yeah.
Because I did.
I just thought, sod that, mate. Let me watch all my mates kill themselves.
I don't look after myself, but every time I come out of jail, I thought, what the fuck? Look at the state of them. Once I'd done 12 months and I come out, there was 3 people dead. I'm scared about this shit, to be honest with you.
Don't be scared.
Scared I'm going to let myself down.
No. Never think you're going to let yourself down.
No.
You're never letting yourself down. Honestly, you'll never, ever let yourself down. You have got to say to yourself, right, you need detoxing. You need that detox. You want to come off the alcohol.
I know it's going to rub off. My daughters are going to love it and my granddaughter. So that is a knock-on effect.
So you're going to keep busy, and with a bit of luck, everything could be okay, and then we'll be woohoo.
Chickity boos.
That's it.
Coming up, saying no.
I'm worried because I'm fucking scared to fail.
Boo's first soup kitchen.
Do you want me to make you up?
You ready to drink it up?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Guys, sit down.
And the fight for safer streets.
People are being attacked after 12 o'clock at night.
Lights back on! Lights back on!
In rundown Brooklands, Boo is preparing for a dry run of her soup kitchen.
It's going to be feeding a couple of people who can't afford it at the moment, who ain't got a cooker or ain't got facilities, so I'm just going to do it for them and see how it goes.
Without funding or premises, she's even prepared to host it in her own home.
I really don't know who's coming. If they want to show up, they show up. If they want to bring a friend, bring a friend. Oh, look at this big pot now. I don't know why, look at... Oh.
We're all friends that help each other.
That's it.
Yeah.
A friend indeed is a friend in need. You can't help your friends out. I might do it once a week, but once a fortnight, don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. So if they're hungry, come to Boo's.
Do you like that one, Ben? Do you like that one?
That's very good.
After almost a year living in darkness, Dan and Jaywick's residents have decided to make a stand against the Essex streetlight switch-off.
We're actually going to London to protest on the lights. We're going to protest outside the Houses of Parliament, make a nuisance of ourselves. We stay together, we'll succeed.
Lights on! Now! Lights on! Now!
The switch-off saves the council £1.4 million a year.
Lights back on! Lights back on!
But at a cost to street safety. The protesters want the government to help reverse Essex County Council's decision.
Turn it down, turn it on! Where do you want it? Now!
People are being attacked after 12 o'clock at night. Ambulances, police, they come along. They can't find where to even go if somebody is sick. Now, do you tell me if that makes sense or doesn't make any sense at all?
Let there be light! Let there be light!
You actually made me believe, and I do believe that,
You can do it.
In Clacton, Disco's meeting Sharon, his alcohol abuse caseworker.
I'm worried because I'm fucking scared to fail.
This is the change, and this is the biggest step forward, really. And make sure that all the help that's offered to you, you actually say, yes, please.
I think I've got more half a chance than I had before anyway.
This is different. You're not being told. You're here by choice.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got to adjust to your lifestyle afterwards, isn't it?
I've actually started drinking later in the day already.
Good. You know that there isn't a bar
I actually
there.
felt good not having a drink until 1:30 the other day.
Well, this is the part of what we've been working at, hasn't it? It's reducing and stabilising, so you're not so erratic when you do actually have your detox.
Right, thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
I always feel better when I've seen you, you know that. Thank you. Right.
Bye.
See you next week.
We can only do so much. At the end of the day, it's the actual person's choice they would choose, and it is just making sure that they have got a choice, and that's what we're providing.
If they were that hungry and that starving, you thought they'd be here. Not make me fucking just burn everything.
6:30 p.m. in Brooklands. And so far, it's only Boo and Maz at the soup kitchen.
Told them 6:30. You come for dinner?
Yes, please.
All right then. Got one person anyway. Come on, come in. Come in.
But she needn't have worried about people turning up.
Do you want me to beat you up?
You got a drink in you?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Go and sit there. Go and sit there.
I was watching it on telly. If you yawn, you can make your dog yawn, and if you sneeze, you can make the dog sneeze. Shall we try it with Jack? Back off. Hey!
Oh, I'm not too late then.
What you brought me?
Yeah.
Who's? Yeah.
It's taken Boo 2 hours of preparation to get everything ready.
Don't spill it.
No, I won't spoil it, don't worry.
Really nice.
Bless you. Thank you very much.
She's got a heart of gold and she doesn't want to see anybody without anything to eat.
She revels in it. Not for the praise, she just enjoys helping people.
She needs to have that funding so that she's not paying out of her own pocket.
We'll have to see what happens, but it went okay and I'm proud of it. I'm glad they enjoyed themselves.
Just over a month later, Boo secured funding from the local council for her soup kitchen. Disco completed 4 pre-rehab meetings and is now working towards his hospital detox. And after Dan and the residents' protest, the council has relented a little, with the streetlights on for 1 hour longer at night. Next time.
Come here, you're my bitch.
It's not a palace, but you know what I mean? We all start somewhere.
Stop using that shit on your face. What?
You think I fucking like this shit? You put cream on mine and I put cream on yours later.
If I become homeless again, I'll kill myself, and that's a fucking promise.
Yeah, if he turns up here, he's getting a fucking mouthful, I'll tell you now.